Brothers and sisters, what is up? Welcome back to yet another one from us. We are still in China. We are not living in China until we exhaust everything that has happened in China. You know, they usually say what happens in
China stays in China.
We are not letting it stay in China because this one will shock you. Senegal has big ambitions. Senegal wants to go to the moon. Senegal wants to go to space, and they are not sitting on their ambition. I'm sure even a rocket has been created already. So, Senegal has taken a major step in its space ambition by signing an agreement to join the International Lunar Research Station, ILRS. This collaboration, formalized at the International Conference on Deep Space Exploration in China, will allow Senegal to benefit from a technology transfer and develop its skills in the space field. This strategic partnership comes just 1 year after the creation of Senegalese Agency for Space Studies, ACES, and the launch of the first Senegalese nanosatellite, demonstrating the country's desire to become a major player in the global space ecosystem. Senegal thus joins Egypt and South Africa in this ambitious international initiative led by China.
So Senegal on August 16, 2024, launched its first satellite called BindSat 1A. The Earth Observation Nanosatellite was launched from California's Vandenberg Space Force Base. Now they are in China asking for partnership in this. But let me tell you something about Kenya. Kenya also launched in collaboration with the University of Nairobi and all that. But we have those nanosatellites. I don't know what they do because we are yet to see any
development for Africa.
Even Egypt and South Africa, it's just an ambition. But I wish that there is the African Union Space Agency or something, Africa Space Agency for the AU. And I wish this could be
an initiative
like for all the African countries, because it's a regional space organization established by the AU to promote cooperation between the space policies of the AU member states, and it was adopted in 2016. And this was supposed to be like, they come together, they create their own space agency together, like NASA, not Egypt, South Africa, Senegal. So if we want to go to space, we have to come back, as Africa.
You see things like the US. How big is the US, honestly?
It's like
China.
One country in the US is one country. One state in the US is one country in Africa.
Exactly.
China.
Why don't we see the power in unity as Africa? Why does every small thing in Africa want to be known, want to be seen, want to be appreciated? Hey, South Africa has done it.
You see, even
why is
the
it that
EU,
we can't join
even
hands?
the EU has their own space agency.
EU.
Not the UK.
But when it comes to Africa, we are so
divided.
I don't know why. And these things, and look at it, South Africa. What good has come out from them being big?
What images are we getting?
There's nothing. But maybe if we were as Africa to take this initiative and say we are also present in these technologies, then the US and these other countries couldn't look at us as some small, useless continent.
Exactly. We need to come together. Imagine, even today we are still talking about the African Continental Free Trade Area. It has since 2016. It hasn't been put into effect. And I saw the likes of James Mwangi, the owner of Equity Group. So Dangote talking about it in Rwanda last week. He's still talking about it because
talking.
Yes, because our presidents have completely refused to, or their masters have told them not to agree to it. Because apparently China will benefit. I don't know what, but we get to benefit more. But I don't know what will happen. But look at this. Senegal want to go to space. 16 million people in population. Most of them, even the literacy rate is low, So you are aiming at something that is
I wanted
so
to say
high.
The same thing.
Why don't
when
you
have
start
bigger issues on the ground?
Exactly.
There's a lot to fight in Senegal. There's a lot to
Agriculture,
improve.
education, health. You should. Why do you want to go to the space? For just a name? Doesn't make sense. Then when it comes to African unity in this, if you ever go to the space as Africa, need to use the African Space Agency. Because look at even the International Space Station. It's owned by United States, Russia, Europe together, Japan and Canada. And when it comes like these people, like when you go to the space station, the space station. When you go up there, you find a Russian, a Chinese, an American, but down here they are fighting. In the space station, they are together. So it beats logic that Senegal would want to go to space. They are just
And
wasting money.
it's just that stupid mentality of wanting to be known as the first African country to go to
To go to
space.
space.
So for you, that is huge. That is the best news that you can ever produce for your country. I mean, Senegal, the health system, there's just, I mean,
Agriculture,
Senegal just
education.
it needs a lot of work just on the ground, even before you go up to the moon. Let us work on the ground.
But do you know, even before these people came to take our people for slaves and to colonize us, if you go to Mali, there's a tribe called the Dogon tribe. Guys, you should check it out. These people knew about the planets way before even the telescopes were created. They knew about the planet, the stars, and they would say the person who taught us about, our God, our might came from, I don't know, Sirius A or something. And the rest of the world, even today, has not seen. I think A or C, I don't know. Two have ABC, two are you are able to see from Earth, one cannot be seen. But they are able to see. And the symbols that these three planets form, they have it as a spiritual symbol in the Dogon tribe of Mali. So why don't you people of Senegal or Mali go to the Dogon tribe and learn from them? We still have some people who have that knowledge. You start from by learning that instead of now rushing to the California station.
They can never validate our information.
But we
our
don't
ways
want
of-
them to validate.
Of course, now for Senegal to be like, it's just a narrative that this Dogon
They
tribe
say
is
it's a
bringing
myth.
up. You see, of course, these guys will think it's just a myth, it's nothing, unless the white man says it, it's not true.
Guys, we should be visiting the Dogon tribe in the next year and do amaze you with
Maybe
their
you can
culture.
join us, yeah.
Yeah.
Brothers and sisters, let us know what you think about this. Is Senegal aiming for something too big when they have bigger issues to deal with? Let us know.
Actually, smaller issues that they are able to, you can use a lot of money and solve a lot of them rather than using a lot of money for just a name in the sky.
No, it's big. When you talk about health, when you talk about education, when you talk
Exactly.
about well-being of your own people, that is huge. It's
Food,
bigger than space.
food
It's bigger than
security,
the moon.
infrastructure.
It's bigger than. I mean, you can die even without going to the moon, and nothing bad will happen to you. But you can't survive without good food, good health, and good infrastructure systems that work. Let us work on that, Seneca, before we rush to planets that are not even
To the moon.
Hey, let us know what you think, brothers and sisters, in the comment section down below. If you'd love to buy us Fulani hats, we have the Telegram and WhatsApp number on the screen. We also have the email. You can choose either way to communicate with us, and we will definitely ship them to you. You can also support us by buying us some coffee. It's a bit cold in Kenya, and coffee is indeed vital for the continuation of this channel. You can also support us by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing on the channel. We appreciate all your support. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye bye.